Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a gel mani and we are going to be working on my left hand today. So I do have some peel base on, but I would recommend that you guys use a gel base before your mani. So this is the mani that I'm basically going to copy, and these are the colors that I chose. Now to help cure my gel, of course I'm going to be using my Triple D lamp today. This is the color that I'm going to be using for my base color. You guys know I love this color as a base color. This is like the perfect nude on any skin tone. You guys, so this series that I just started, it's basically me copying another person's artwork, and that's why it's called She Wore It First. And yeah, so this girl that I started following, I think she basically only does gel manis, but they're so adorable. Like everything she does is super, super cute. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and link her information down below. I only have her Instagram. I'm not sure if she has like a Facebook or anything, but like I said, I'm going to put her information down below. So first what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and apply our first layer. You guys, the key to gel is always working in thin coats. Now, since this is a light, like a light shade, I'm going to be doing all 5 fingers at the same time. Typically, I like to do my thumb first and then I do 4 fingers. But like I said, this is a light shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and do all 5 fingers and then cure all 5 fingers at the same time. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and repeat the process for our second layer. This is when the color starts to become more opaque and you actually kind of see the truest color of this one. Again, this is my favorite nude shade. I actually have another one on its way because I made another order because I just don't want to run out of this color. So you guys, I just want to go ahead and touch base on this girl that I said I started following. Her Instagram is Gels by Brie, or it might be Bry because it's B-R-Y. But yeah, it says according to like her Instagram, she was like ambassador of the year, and I guess she works for Gel Bottle Inc., which is like another gel company. So she's based out of the UK, but like I said, you guys, go ahead and check her out, give her a follow if you like her stuff. Her designs are so adorable, and I think they're, like, in my opinion, they're beginner friendly. Like anybody is able to do them, especially if you're starting out. But I just love all her stuff. Like even the colors and the color combos she uses, they're so good, you guys. All right, so I'm going to actually hand paint everything. So I'm going to be using this brush from Triple D. It's the shorter art brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just put some alcohol on my napkin and kind of just basically to make it kind of more flexible. Now I am going to go ahead and start with my thumb, and I'm going to go ahead and use Urban Pink. You guys, when I picked my colors, I was like, oh, these colors look so good together. And then I realized it was like more of a 70s vibe, which, you know what, I'm not mad at because it came out really cute. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and just put a little dot on my little plate here, which, by the way, you guys, I got this from Walmart in the cleric section for $1. Like, how cute is it? Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and just draw a line in the middle of my nail because since I got the almond shape, that center point, it's giving me a reference of where the center drop part of my smile line is going to be. Now, I like very deep smile lines, meaning the side points of the French go high and then that deep curve kind of like goes in pretty deep. I don't know. I like it this way because it makes my nails look longer, makes my hands look elongated. I just feel like a deeper smile line just looks way better. Now, I've seen people do a French with the stamper. I did try it the other day, but the smile line just didn't come out as deep as I wanted. So I just went with like old school. I'm just going to go ahead and draw it on. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this part. What I'm going to do is I'm basically going to go ahead and just use this brush for everything. Some people do go back in with the bottled brush to like fill in the blank. But I mean, I just got lazy, honestly. And I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and use the brush for everything and just fill in all the blanks. Also, you guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I did have that extra brush on the side that has like that little like C curve. That brush right there is actually what I use to like either clean up my gels, like my sidewalls, my cuticle areas, and things like that. So that's also important when you're doing working with gels or doing like a gel design, to always have a cleanup brush on the side. So yeah, that's what I use. I got that one from AliExpress, but I'm sure that you can probably pick it up from, you know, any nail store or like even Amazon. Now, you guys, I'm rotating my hand because I wanted to see it from like the straight point view and also like the, I guess, the upside down view. This view, I call it like if you're showing somebody your hands, you're going to go ahead and put your hand out, and that's the view that they're going to see. I do this because I want to make sure that my smile line is symmetrical and everything looked even. Also, that like my sidewalls of my nails were also completely covered with the gel before I cure them. So to me, this is very important because like if you're working on a client, or like say you're doing a family or friend's nails, you want to make sure that their nails are aesthetically pleasing, because they're technically your walking billboard for this. So you want to make sure that the nails obviously look good at every angle, and it's important for us girls who take pictures that they also come out very nice in the pictures. So, you know, just make sure you look at all of the angles before you completely cure it. Now, I am going to cure each color a full 60 seconds because I don't want it to move, and I'm only going to do one layer of it, so I just wanted to cure it completely. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next color. And I'm going to go ahead and just repeat the process. I'm going to draw that line down the middle and then pick where I want my points of my French to be and kind of like just bring it down to a curve and fill in the blanks. So you guys, this video is mostly in real time, and you guys are actually seeing like me having trouble with this particular finger. I don't know why this finger gave me so much trouble for like creating that symmetrical of that smile line. But yeah, this is a good example of me showing you how I use that cleanup brush, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of scoop some of that gel out, like the excess one that I don't want there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my art brush and kind of just try and fix that corner of that French. It was this side for some reason that kept giving me trouble. And I don't know why. Like I said, it's always one finger that wants to be the problem. A quick tip, you guys, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but I do clean my art brush before I go in with like another color. So that's very important too, because you don't want to mix colors, because then you'll have like a weird application going on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next color. To me, this reminds me of like a sunflower type of yellow. And again, we're just going to go ahead and put like a little dot. Well, that's a big blob, but we're going to go ahead and put a blob down on our plate. We're going to go ahead and draw that center line. And then we're going to go ahead and see where our points of our French are going to be and do that scoop one more time. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this one right before I come back, and we're going to start the flowers together. So now that our Frenchies are done, I actually decided to do a gel top coat on these three only, because I didn't want them to kind of like hang out and maybe like catch lint or anything like that while I was doing the flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and put a top coat on these and then do a full cure. And it's just on these three. So we can go ahead and start on the flowers. Now you guys, this gel top coat is not a no wipe top coat, so you do have to get a lint-free wipe with some alcohol to like rub that tackiness off. So I wanted to remind you guys of what it's supposed to look like. This is what I'm going to try and go for. Let's go ahead and get started with our flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that orangey, salmon, peachy kind of color. And I'm basically going to go ahead and try and make the brush do most of the work. I kind of like press down and kind of drag it in the middle to get a little point. And I try to do this constantly with all of the petals. Now you guys, none of my petals came out symmetric like hers did, but I mean, like I said, I think it still came out cute. I actually like that they didn't come out the same, because that gives it more of a different type of like a retro-y kind of vibe. Also, like, petals are not all the same, so that's why I think like it was fine. Everything's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same amount of petals as she did. I think 6 petals actually looks good. I tried 5. I don't know why I cut it out. I did try 5, but I ended up taking it off. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and do 6 petals for all of the flowers. Also, you guys, another reason why I didn't choose 5 petals is because it started to look like Patrick from SpongeBob. And I was like, why does this look like a starfish? This is not what I'm going for. So that's also another reason why 6 petals is the sweet spot. So you guys, I wanted to apologize really quick because some of the colors, because of them being so light, didn't come out on camera that well. So it's a little bit hard for you to see like what I'm actually doing. And sometimes it was like a little bit blurry in some spots because just how the camera recorded. So again, I just wanted to apologize really quick. I'm still gonna go ahead and try and explain like how I did the petals and things like that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So I am going to use White Addict for the center, and this is just for the center of the flower. So I actually only needed like a teensy bit of this. And I am going to use a dotting tool also from Triple D. I used the medium size, I guess, dot part of the dotting tool because she has like different sizes, but I didn't use the biggest one. I used like the next biggest, smallest one, biggest one, the middle one, the medium one. So I just took that and just did a little dot in the middle. Now I'm only curing the flowers only for 30 seconds because they're only like, you know, little teensy flowers. And I think 30 seconds would be fine for you like to continue on to the next flower and then do a full cure at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the next color. Like I said, I took a little bit of product on the brush. I kind of pressed down a little bit and then took the tip of my brush inside of where I pressed and kind of dragged down to make a point. Now you guys, I don't have the steadiest hands, which is weird because I thought I would be shaking way more in this video than anything else, but that finger rest that I'm using, you guys, from Chaos Concepts is a lifesaver when I'm doing like things like this that's like really intricate with my nails. So I do recommend that if you guys are like just not the sturdiest or just need a little bit of help with securing the finger in a certain position, getting a finger rest. She has something coming out today. So you guys make sure you check that out. I'll put down Chaos Concepts information too down below just so you guys can go ahead and check them out. Okay, so this is where we're gonna do that full cure of 60 seconds. This just makes sure that all of the finger is completely cured. Now we're gonna go ahead and repeat the process on the pinky, but we're gonna go ahead and use like a different pattern also with different colors. I didn't want them to be the same, like the same thing. I wouldn't be able to do the same thing anyway, so that's why I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick different colors and do kind of like a different pattern. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch while I finish up my pinky, and then I'll be right back before we top coat. And now we're ready for our final layer of our gel top coat. And I'm only going to do this on my ring finger and my pinky. After that, I'm going to do a full cure. Now, you guys remember that this is not a no wipe top coat, meaning that at the end, once it cures, you're still going to have a tacky layer. So you're going to need a lint-free wipe with some alcohol on it just to remove that tacky layer. Now we're going to use some cuticle oil. Today I'm using Candy Skincare, and I do have a discount code down below, you guys, if you want to go ahead and stop by her shop. All right, you guys, and this is our final result. Let me know down below what you think about this new series of me giving shout outs to the girls, and about this mani. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.